Coming back up.
Got a call from Steve, so let's just get on a plane and get here.
And I'm sure a very exciting kind of reward for the play you've had in the last month or so.
Yeah, of course, it's very, very fun to hear that you're getting called up, so I'm just excited to play.
How do you feel your game has grown since you were last year?
I think I've improved a lot of areas, but mostly my skating and my physicality. Finishing some more checks and just being tough to play against.
Is that what's happening the last month or so too, Elmer? Or what even the last month, what's happened basically, you think?
Yeah, I think it's that. Just skating more, being more physical, shooting more pucks. And I think that's my game right now.
What impact has Austin Watson had on that side of your game, the physicality and the mentality that goes along with it?
Yeah, I think it's he's a player that you can learn a lot from, just by watching him play. So, yeah, I think he obviously being in the same line as him a couple games this season been good for me, I think.
What do you hope to show in an audition like this to maximize this opportunity?
I'm just gonna, I just want to show my game and just play the way I've been playing. Show that I can play on this level. So I'm excited.
What do you think kind of unlocked that physical element for you recently? Was there kind of a conversation you had, or?
I think it's just been like building the habits over the years. Kind of learning from the seasons that's gone by. And obviously just like a different focus, different thinking, different, and just kind of take the game to another level. So I think that's it.
Have you turned a corner with your confidence on the ice as well?
Yeah, of course. It feels better and better, and the confidence just, goes up.
The last couple of seasons really frustrating, or just you had to stay patient for your next chance and whatnot?
Yeah, of course. It's been a little frustrating, but I've just been patient and worked hard every day to get here, and so I'm just going to keep going and keep working.
What's the group been like down in Grand Rapids? Obviously, you were up here a couple seasons ago, but just kind of being with those guys down there right now, what's that been like? Yeah,
the group in Grand Rapids is really good. It's a great group of guys, and I think we're showing that with our games, and we're playing well. So, yeah, so far this year it's felt really good.
So Steve Eiserman's number pops up on your phone. You're pretty excited, or wondering what's up? Or?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, always when he calls, you're like a little nervous and excited. So it was just fun to hear it.
What's behind the Elmer call? What do you guys liked about him in GR, and what do you hope to see from him?
Well, if you're asking me, I don't know him that well, obviously. My history of knowing Elmer was 2 or 3 years ago, I think, when we came to Detroit early in the season with LA. He was in the lineup, and I remember his size and his ability to control pucks and protect pucks with that size was pretty impressive. He obviously had to go down and work on his game, but I've been told that he's playing very well lately. The last 2 to 3 weeks, really starting to come into his own, and we're hoping that he can do that here. Obviously a different league, but he's experienced it before. Hoping that he provides a little injection of life into the group too, and I think that will come out as the game goes on.
What was the conversation with Steve in regards to who would be coming up?
It wasn't hard. We talked about we communicate every day, first of all, and sometimes multiple times during the day, so that's a real good thing. It's the only way that it works. And then we talked about making a change up front. We had to look, first of all, at the health of some of the players. We're banged up a little bit, but nothing that should keep anybody out of the lineup. And then having to rely on others and their opinions. Jans and I are both brand new to the organization. We don't really know what's going on in Grand Rapids. We hear from people about how well certain guys are playing, but this is a good reward for a young man that's done real good things down there. And for as much as we talk about belief system, the reward system is also important in an organization, and he's earned the right to come up here, and we're excited about seeing him play.
Was it kind of a natural fit to put him there? Are you going to have him with Christian and Michael tonight? Or?
Yeah, we're going to put him there, and we're not going to put him in the center hole. He's going to play on the wing. He should feel comfortable there, and we're going to just turn him loose and let him play. Not inundate him with information, not overload him with maybe some of the things that we've changed here. He'll get a brief update on some of our language. But I hope that he just puts the equipment on and plays. And if he makes mistakes, that's fine. We'll help him with them. But when he leaves tonight, I want him to leave happy and excited about playing again.
How much of a weapon is that size, Todd? I mean, that could really be a factor for a player, I would imagine.
Well, there's big players that are in the NHL. Not a lot of them have, well, I shouldn't say not a lot because that's not fair, but others, some don't have the hands and the instincts, and then size just becomes one-dimensional. I think Elmer has the other tools to go with it. So, once he learns to use it effectively and to leverage it against defensive players while he's looking for, for people to make plays to, or timing of using it and getting to the net, it can be a factor. We've got to remember he grew up on a different sheet of ice. The game is played a little bit differently. He's had enough time now to come over and adapt and learn to react at the American League level. So, be a test for him now.
What went into you wanting to make a change up front?
We needed to shake things up a little bit. Wanted to see Elmer and see what he could do with his size.
Is that the only change, lineup change?
That's the only lineup change, yeah.
You guys have navigated a little bit of time here with limited practice schedule. How important have these reps been for morning skate, and how have you balanced that for the group?
I think they're really important. Again, you can't overdo it in a morning skate, but it's not just it's not just a fluff skate where you just skate around and do some timing stuff. We're working on some things. Still only 15, 20 minutes of active play, but when you don't have practice time, you have a new staff, you've got to try and take advantage of every little bit you can get. And, sometimes we may sacrifice a little bit of energy, but maybe it will help us in the long run, and we need it.
Is Patrick Kane okay?
Yeah, Patty's good. Yeah.
Todd, I heard you talking out there about second quick. What is that? Is that like a puck support thing?
Yeah, just winning some races. I have some terminology and stuff like that, so winning some races and making sure you're in position to support a teammate is basically what it is.
Everybody in the East seems to be winning right now. This is the value of the 2 points tonight and the importance of it, Todd, before you head back home.
Same as any other night for the Red Wings. They're all important. I sound like a broken record. I'm not in there looking at the standings or the stats. I'm watching video to make sure that the team is trying to get better night after night. It's the only way we're going to get wins. On this trip, we've been able to beat the Stanley Cup champs, but two other teams, in a weight class that's maybe a little more elevated than us, we haven't had success. So that's a little disappointing. We've had to fix some things, do it via video, a little bit on ice, challenge a few players. Now we'll see what happens here tonight.
Just one more time, when you said you wanted them to be reactive rather than proactive rather than reactive.
Yeah.
What was behind that, or what's the meaning of that?
Well, they anticipate.
Okay.
You watch. If I throw a ball over there, you have a pretty good idea where it's going to land. So start going to it. Don't wait for it to land. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know any other way to explain it. You're smart. You can anticipate where plays are going to go. Get there. You don't have to wait for it to happen and then go. I don't know if I answered your question. Probably not in a real good media type answer, but that's how I'd explain it.
When you've watched the film of Philly lately, how have they elevated the game? What have you seen?
Team game. Typical Torts. I think he's done an outstanding job here. A ton of respect for him and how he carries himself with his team and holds people accountable. There's a lot of that in that team, and they play as 20, then they play as groups of 5, and they play that way all over the ice, and they commit to winning. So if you come in here and try and cheat your way through the night, good luck. You'll be jumping on the plane going home without a win. If you're willing to play your own team game, well, then you give yourself a chance.
You're going back
Thanks.
on top of